Namaste. Give everybody some time. Good morning, Margaret. Love to you and the family. Stay safe. We'll give everyone some time to gather. As I've been saying, it's important that you give yourself some time to see how you're feeling today. See how you're feeling today. And as you ask yourself that question, how am I feeling today? What's going on today with me? Such an important question. Allow that to help you figure out how to sit today. How do you sit with yourself today? What do you need? Do you need a cushion? Do you need a kitchen chair? Do you need a lazy boy recliner? Right? Do you just need to plop down on the ground? Like, really address yourself. What do you need? How can you sit with yourself for the next, few minutes together? Because your willingness to adjust yourself and to find a state of ease with yourself is only going to help us, the community, right? Because we're all in this together, right? We're all helping each other along on this very mysterious path together, right? And the more we tune into ourselves, the greater we can be of service to others. So we'll give it another half minute or so. Good morning, Andrew and/or Claudia, perhaps. And Jackie, Amy, nice to see everybody. And these names that come up day in and day out, and such gratitude. And it's so exciting, to see the names again and again and again. Good morning, Liz. Love to the family and the boys, yeah. This is how we gather. And welcome anyone new. That's also very exciting about this time together, is there's always somebody popping on new, discovering us, right? Because this ain't me, right? This is us. Let us tune in together. Breathe in. Let's take a moment to honor all those in great need, all those that need to heal, all those that have lost. Namaste. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Thanks for showing up, not only for yourself, but for us, right? This is how we gather. My friend sent me an article yesterday my friend Allison from the Omega Institute, on limitality. Right? Kind of an interesting word, kind of a fun word. Liminality. And from what I gather, because it's not really in my vocabulary, I always like to come upon new words that pique my curiosity and open my mind. And from what I gather, it's a term used mostly by anthropologists to describe the phase of transition. And for an individual, it might be when they've left a position and they have not yet taken on a new one, and their status is quite ambiguous. And basically it means a time of disorientation or ambiguity. Right? Bing! So, it kind of appears that we're all in this state right now together, given the fact that there is very much a rite of passage occurring right now. Like, the door has closed on what was, right? The norm is no longer. The paradigms have all collapsed by way of religion, by way of medicine, by way of education, etc., and certainly by politics, right? We all know this, right? To some degree, we all sense this, right? So that door has been closed. That norm no longer exists. Yet, the next door has not yet opened for us, right? We are all in agreement that none of us know what our future is going to look like. We can predict, we can speculate, we can throw out numbers as far as how much longer it's going to take, if the vaccine ever comes, etc., etc. We don't want to go down that path, but just basically, there is an enormous commonality occurring between each and every one of us, which is none of us know. None of us know what our future is going to look like. None of us know what is next. And this is huge. This is an extreme experience that we are all undergoing. But the beautiful thing is we're going through it together, right? We all have been through major shifts in our lives. We've all been through grief, right? Whether it's by way of losing someone that is very dear to us, or even a divorce situation, right? So in those moments with personal grief, we get that great pang of like, how am I going to go on? I don't know what my life will be like without this person in it, right? We've all kind of been there to some way, shape, or form. Yet it's extremely individual. It's extremely personal. It's completely ours. Yet this experience that we're in is ours, the collective, not the individual, right? Very much the communal. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz, right? We're all holding each other's hands down this path that we just really don't know where we're going. Like, and our knees are buckling, and we've got each other by the hand, and we're just kind of walking each other through this very precarious, very unknown, very ambiguous time in our existence. It's so unique, right? Yet, right, because there's always a but, there's always a yet. Essentially, this is how it always is, right? We fool ourselves into thinking we know, right? We got our plan, got a 5-year plan, got our 10-year plan, right? We're going to work these amount of days, we're going to collect our pension, we're going to retire, we're going to buy the little shack in, Tijuana or wherever, and we're going to settle down. Boom, 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 boom. And we follow along the path. Today I'm going to get up, I'm going to go to Starbucks, I'm going to do my job, I'm going to come home, I'm going to go to sleep. I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going. And this gives us a lot of security, a lot of comfort. But the bottom line is none of us ever know. We do fool ourselves into thinking we're knowing, because it feels better. But we are constantly living in a state of unknown. And right now it's just more amplified and it's more united. And that could be an enormous blessing. We don't have to look at this experience as a terrible curse put upon us. Certainly we can look at it that way, and believe me, I felt that myself, and I'm sure we all have. But as always, as we grow, as we stretch open our minds, as we become more mindful, as we become more conscious, there's always more than one way to look at something, right? We're always kind of jostling the marbles in our mind around and like reset the systems. Like, how do the marbles land today? How do they fall today? And one way to look at this experience is, that we're all going through the unknown together. And it's helping us kind of exercise those muscles that help us be okay with ambiguity. Help us be okay not knowing. Help us be okay disorientated. Nothing is defined right now. You get when you're working on your home, if you're doing a remodel, you buy the noun version of the transition, right? That kind of strip that you place on the floor that creates a smooth transition from, say, your kitchen to your dining room or your living room or what have you, right? And so like a little step, and you're kind of conscious of like, I'm moving from the kitchen to the living room, when I step over the transition. And it's like, oh, all right, we got this. Like, we're in the next phase, right? One door is closed, the next door is open, right? The rite of passage continues. Yet, we're somewhere like tippy-toeing, trying to stand on that transition, but it ain't such a smooth one, right? But we're in it together. We're holding each other's hands through it. So it ain't so bad, we got each other. We got each other. Adjust your seat again, right? Give yourself a chance to adjust, right? Adjust to the unknown. And essentially, right, it's what we've got right now, the unknown. And we're learning how to handle it. We're learning how to welcome in ambiguity. We're learning how to live disorientated. It doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. But it is that way right now. And we got each other. Breathe in through your nose. Out through the mouth. Again. One more. And then give yourself a chance to settle in. And we do so by releasing the lower half of the self and giving it a downward drop from your hips to your thighs, shins and feet. And please come to recognize that you have the ability to sit in the unknown, or you wouldn't be here right now, doing it with me, doing it with us. We're learning what we are capable of. We already know what we don't like and what we prefer, right? We all know that. But we're learning what we are capable of. Sitting in the unknown. And as you sense the lower limbs descending down, come to recognize that you are rooting into your reality. You are finding some ground in a very uncertain world. And once you've changed your brain to witness your ability to do just that, to sit in the unknown, to root into reality, slowly begin to lift the waist and gently opening up the midsection of the body, just simply making it easier to breathe. Sense of broadening across the collar, easing up on your shoulders. Once again, just simply making it easier to breathe. There's just a little bit more space inside. Right? More space to breathe. And so go ahead and do just that. Find your breath. And just simply notice that you have it, right? That you have breath, that you are breathing. See if you can soften through the innards in such a way that maybe the breath comes through less belabored, more easeful. But try not to judge it, just, let it happen. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You're okay. We're okay. And start to notice that your breath has movement, that there's an oscillation. Becoming aware of the inhale, slowly filling the belly and then the chest. And the exhale, gradually emptying the chest and the belly. Allowing this breath to provide a state of soothe or comfort. Right? It's very uncomfortable to be in the unknown. It's very difficult to sit in uncertainty. Yet here we are, making this glorious attempt together. And we do so through the tool and the guide and the grace of this breath. As it slows, as it smooths, as it steadies, it affects the nervous system and the mind like a tonic. And as you continue to experience the smoothing, slowing, and steadying of your breath, to whatever degree that is currently possible, just once again check in and realize that you are sitting with the unknown. And not only you, us. If you're not sure, just hear my voice and know that I am with you. Right? And it is not just me. Right? It is the collective here, together. Preparing for daily lung strengthening exercise together. Empty the breath from the underbelly. And breathe in. Retain. Breathe out. Retain. And breathe in. Retain. Breathe out. Retain. Retain. Breathe out. Retain. Breathe in. Retain. Breathe out. Retain. Release the lock from the underbelly. Let your breath go. Let your breath flow. Feel free to move the body a little bit, right? Once again, we're adjusting. We're in that precarious place of unknown, disorientation, ambiguity. Yet here we are going through it together. We're sitting right in uncertainty, right? A few moments to sit in observance of that breath as it smoothly flows through the body. Allowing the smoothness of your breath to medicate your mind and nervous system. Honoring this rite of passage. Clearly the door has closed, but the new door has not yet opened, right? Transition is upon us clearly. We just don't know exactly when, right? And here we are holding each other's hands through the process. Open your eyes. Move your arms forward in front of you. As you inhale, swirl cup to the chest. As you exhale, press the palms forward. Swirl cup it in as you breathe in. Press it gently forward as you breathe out. Now keep going with it. And just let your hands be a gesture of your breath, right? The in and out of it. Kind of an illustration. And it's only for you, right? Nobody else could see you. So as you illustrate the in and out of your breath, allow it to tap your mind in a new way of clarity. That things flow in and things flow out. And we're just riding the wave of this flow of uncertainty, this flow of unknown, this flow of ambiguity. And as uncomfortable as it is, and as much as we do not prefer it, here we are doing it together. Bring the hands in and to the heart, this gesture of gratitude. And breathe in. Namaste. Thanks for showing up. As you show up, you're another hand, right? You're another hand that's being held in this process together, right? This kind of chain gang experience, right? We're all supporting each other through this extremely difficult time of great disorientation and ambiguity. And because it's so challenging to admit, right, to live in the state of uncertainty, to not know, the fact that we're doing it together provides some sort of comfort to get us through it together. I'm heading over to the Zoom platform channel thingy if anybody wants to do the physical form of yoga with us, the asana. It will be very gentle today. You certainly do not need any knowledge of yoga, right? One of the nice things about yoga, perhaps particularly how I teach it here at Shakti, is you don't need to know anything and you don't need to get anything right. Always, always. And I teach very spontaneously. I never have a set plan. We just work through things together. And we come to realize that we can handle it, right? We can handle doing something that we didn't even think we could do, right? We know nothing. We know nothing, right? I'm here every day except Sunday. Tomorrow is my day of rest. Please consider sharing this information with friends if you feel like it would be of service to them. We continue to grow this community wide, broad, tall, high, in great support. We're humans going through it together. Seal it up, send it out. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with an easy heart. Namaste.